We've seen many changes in medicine over the centuries, but medical professionals are increasingly relying on technologies that measure and intervene in human health like never before. Rapid innovations in computing and machine learning over the past few decades have impacted many things in our everyday lives, and healthcare is not exempt. In this module, we will be discussing intelligent digital medicine, and by the end of the lesson, you will become familiar with the emergence of these technologies and how that might impact the way we see healthcare moving forward. Let's begin. It might be helpful to start with what intelligent digital medicine means and what it does not mean. Digital medicine is a field of research and practice embedded with hardware and software technologies that contribute to the diagnosis, prevention, and treatment of disease. Intelligent digital medicine is not the growing number of consumer health devices entering the markets, but the use of technologies as specialized tools has been the constant narrative of any advancing field. The disclaimer here is that we want to discuss intelligent tools. So what makes all of this intelligent? The simple answer is the use of data to generate varying levels of response to differences in situations or background. There are a lot of new ways that data is being used to generate medical information. In order to be useful, though, data needs to be collected, stored, and shared. Technologies such as wearable or ingestible sensors, monitoring apps, and medical imaging all have a role in collecting usable health data. A global study in 2017 also reported that 84,000 publishers released 325,000 healthcare apps, which were downloaded 3.7 billion times. That is a lot of data.
Clinicians and physicians alone would have a hard time looking through and understanding this data. This is where AI and data analytics become useful. AI has often been referred to as artificial intelligence or man-made intelligence. However, some discuss AI as augmented intelligence, meaning that algorithms enhance rather than replace human thinking. Either way, the Food and Drug Administration considers AI to be different from software because of its ability to adapt and optimize device performance in real time to continuously improve healthcare for patients. Diving deeper, AI consists of several subfields such as neural networks, evolutionary computation, vision, and machine learning. These specific subfields have since been applied to allow medical devices to identify differences in images, recognize patterns of behavior, and compare large amounts of data quickly and accurately. With dozens of medical fields and hundreds of specialties, intelligent digital medicine comes in different shapes and has many uses. You may be familiar with digital wellness devices like Fitbit and the Oura Ring that are used to measure physical activity or sleep quality. But why are they considered digital wellness devices as opposed to digital medicine? Think again about the meaning of medicine, which is interested in the diagnosis, prevention, and treatment of disease. While these products are certainly helpful for collecting data, there is no intervention. Consider the case of type 1 diabetes, in which the pancreas does not produce insulin. The American Diabetes Association estimates that 1.25 million Americans are affected by the disorder, which requires strict monitoring and management of insulin to maintain healthy lives. Diabetes treatments measure blood sugar and intervene with insulin. Continuous glucose monitors like the Dexter G6 Mobile use an outside-the-body sensor that detects levels of blood sugar and alerts device users to changes. If using an insulin pump, the appropriate treatment can administer automatically according to current blood sugar levels.
Advances in the Dexter G6 Mobile have improved in what some might consider a linear way, but with many innovations happening simultaneously in chemical, biological, and technological fields, we know that innovation becomes more complex. Diabetes was accurately described as early as the 2nd century, while insulin wasn't discovered until 1921. Between 1965, when the first blood glucose test strip was developed, and now, blood glucose testing, personal digital computing, and computer science have unfolded that have improved cost-effectiveness, access, and effectiveness of treatment. While continuous glucose monitoring systems have not always been considered intelligent, they now respond and react to individual users while informing caretakers and physicians directly. Underlying technologies and stakeholders in government, universities, industry, and the public are instrumental in the current design and will work together to change intelligent digital medicine over the next 100 years. But with every technology comes uncertainty. Is the intended use also the actual use? How will intelligent digital medicine devices affect healthcare options and outcomes? What cultural changes will appear? Our only limit here is human thought, but some have proposed a new Internet of Bodies era. The idea is that humans and technology interface, allowing devices to share information or even change conditions of the body remotely. Already, questions have begun to emerge around data ownership and privacy. Do you own the data that your body is generating? Even more interesting questions emerge around the commercialization of some intelligent digital medicine products. Instead of focusing on treatment as the only source of revenue for the healthcare sector, could health services for prevention be monetized? Society is hitting an inflection point in medicine. Innovating in this sector to consider and think critically about social impacts is just as important as health outcomes. Now is the time to shape the healthcare community, regardless of your role as a designer, practitioner, or user of intelligent digital medicine. Now, complete the module to learn more about intelligent digital medicine, challenge your own thinking about technology and medicine, and apply what you've learned.